about the books that I read from June 10th through the 16th. I also just wanted to pat myself on the back a little bit because Chantel challenged me to create a summer TBR. I've actually crossed off, I think, I've started 3 of the books that were on my summer TBR list, which is fantastic because if you know anything about me, I'm a mood reader and terrible at following a set TBR. I started the week off strong by starting and finishing Dom by S.J. Tilly. This is part of her Alliance series. It's the 3rd book. It's mafia romance. I enjoyed the dynamic because Dom is such an interesting Chicago mafia man. He tattoos his name 4 times on her ring finger because she refused to wear a wedding ring after figuring out he was not so honest in some of his endeavors with her and the relationship that he was pursuing, and he did it 4 times because she had been with 4 other men previously. So if that strikes your fancy, S.J. Tilly does a great job of balancing like the gray of mafia romance. I also started David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. This is on my summer TBR and is my morning walk listen. So as I go on my morning walks, I make progress on this lovely audiobook. On Tuesday, I started and finished Swift and Saddled, which is in fact on my summer TBR, and I enjoyed it. Lila Sage does a great job of exploring different mental health experiences and the impact they have on day-to-day life. Teddy Hamilton was the male narrator in this one, and obviously it was good enough that I sat down and finished the entire audiobook as I finished The Quilt for My Friend. I also finished The Wide Window by Lemony Snicket. It's part of the series of Unfortunate Events. This is kind of a throwback nostalgia read for me, and I've been listening to them in the car with my kids. It's enjoyable. It's Lemony Snicket. So I will be continuing the series throughout the summer as we go about our mini activities. On Wednesday, I started Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. This is her newest release. It actually came out on Tuesday, June 11th, and I will do a full review. I'm still kind of processing how I feel about this book. I can already tell you it's not my favorite of hers, but it's up there. It cracked the top 4 of her published novels that I've read, and it's different than her other work. I actually finished Not in Love, and I worked on listening to reading some of the other titles I had previously started, such as Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which I finished on Saturday. Bad Blood is the final full-length novel in the Natural series, which is Teenage Criminal Minds, and my favorite of the books in this series. Well, I take that back because I actually did finish 12, which is the novella, and I'm gonna say, maybe in an unpopular opinion, 12 was my favorite of the Natural series, and I'll talk more about it in another video because I don't have enough time to go into full detail here. Which brings me to Saturday, where I started 12, and the one that got away with murder, because apparently I am in my summer crime era, and the one that got away with murder is, again, actually on my summer TBR. I am listening to the audiobook of this one, and it started off like coming in hot. And I was not expecting that. I don't know exactly what I was expecting of this novel, but so far you have 3 characters who are accused of killing or maiming significant others, and they're just starting their senior year of high school. So stay tuned as I work my way through that novel because it is proving to be an interesting read. And then on Sunday, I also started Scarlet Avery. and this was a book my mom recommended. I'm not sure if I will be continuing with the series, so that's what I've been reading this week. How about you? Let me know in the comments.